Welcome back, friends. My name is Jenna.
And my name is Reese, and I thought you were Gigi.
Well, I did Gigi in the other videos, so I thought I'd go back to Jenna. Yes.
Why do you have such
my portal name.
incredible fists?
Huh?
Your fists are like huge.
I don't know what you're
You'll see what I mean
about.
later, but it looks like you've got massive bear claws attached to your hands or something.
Oh my gosh, I see what you mean. There
What was that? Was
it's
it just
my
your armor?
No big deal.
That's pretty sick. All I've got is a hat. When did we get... Oh, I remember getting these now. Okay, welcome back to Sky Factory 3, where today, Jenna, we need to actually buckle down and get stuff done. So we've got our machinery here.
Yes.
And I'm thinking...
Is that my diamond hammer?
No, you still have your diamond, don't you?
Yeah, but I mean the OG diamond.
I think that might be the OG one inside the auto hammer.
Okay.
Constantly scything away for us. Scything away. I don't know what to scythe. I'll scythe. What?
There's something behind you.
Oh, Shrek. Did you do this?
No?
What is this?
What is that?
I'm not sure what mod that is. Maybe it's something that just adds random flying Oh.
Huh.
Okay, remain calm. There is a man behind you inside of a hot air balloon.
Okay.
Which is a real thing.
Whoa!
Hold on, be careful.
Okay.
Sometimes these things try to kill me. Have you heard of Iroth?
No.
Raymond Card?
No.
They've tried to kill me on a pretty regular basis.
Wait. I'll get my armor back on, and I'm grabbing my my axe.
Okay. I'm trying to see. This guy looks pretty chill. I don't know why he's hanging out next to our cows. He's got a fishing pole.
Get away from my cow!
All right,
and
I'm just
also
walk
my
up
animals.
Gonna try to talk to him. What is up with this? His name is Wyatt happened. Jenna, come here.
What?
Go read his name.
Why it happened?
Wyatt happened. Can we talk to him? Can we interact with him? Can we do anything?
Can I kill him?
Don't kill him. We don't know who he is. Can I like right click on? I can't seem to reach him. Hold on.
Wyatt.
I'm gonna get some. What?
His eyes.
Oh, what happened? What's wrong with him?
They're not natural. They're
What do you mean?
We're not looking at him. He's,
What did they?
He's here for our souls.
What did he do?
He's here for our souls.
How do you know? Based on what?
His eyes.
What did they do?
You need to go look at them.
I'll have to. Well, what? Where's all? Do we not have any more? Dang it! I think we're all out of mossy stone bricks. So I'm just gonna build like a cobblestone platform. What's wrong with his eyes?
Nope.
He's got what? Oh, come on, my dude. Let me see if I can talk to him here. He's just got some brown eyes. I don't get it.
Brown?
What's the big deal? No, not brown, gray.
I was
He's
like,
got
are you colorblind?
He's got some nice gray eyes. I don't get it.
They don't have
What?
pupils.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Look at him a lot closer. Hold on. Don't fall off the world. We've made it this long without falling off the world. Let's not start today.
No, I dropped my axe. Come back.
Don't. Ooh, you're making me nervous. All right. Why it happened. Turn around here, bud, and look at me. I can't seem to interact with him at all. Oh, he said something.
What did he say?
Are you not seeing it?
No.
Oh, it popped up on my screen. Come right-click on him and see what happens.
Okay.
But be very cautious.
Hello.
Don't fall off the world. You have to like click him through, like look past the fencing. I'm gonna create another platform just like right off next to him.
Nothing is working.
Come on over here and try to
Please.
right-click him.
Okay, maybe he doesn't like me.
See what it says, if it tells you anything.
Oh, he's got a fish and he's got some clouds. Howdy.
Did it give you a dialogue as well?
If y'all build yourselves a port, I'm sure other sky travelers would stop by.
Huh. Oh, look at that. Oh, I get it. He's a fisher. That's why he's got a fishing rod.
Uh-huh.
He'll give us some sky fish if we trade him some worms.
I have so many worms. I'm going to go grab
and
my
he'll
worms.
give us cloud for string. I get it. So he needs string and then bait for his... Who is... Jenna, what is this? What is going on here?
I trust him.
I don't... What, did you finally see his pupils or something?
No, he said he'd give me a fish.
He does have pupils. I don't know why you're not seeing them.
They're like, he doesn't have pupils.
He has gray pupils and he has a white outside.
It looks
whatever
like
that part is
Hero
called.
Bryn, and if he's Hero Bryn's
He's not...
cousin.
He's definitely not. He seems like a pretty decent guy. Look
tell
at his
you
eyes.
what, sir.
He's even got a little white speckle in his eyes.
Okay, well.
He looks at you.
Let's not get carried away.
He looks like a kindly old man. What did he tell us?
Insufficient currency. I have 23 worms.
You have 23 worms and it won't give you a...
Sufficient currency. Booyah. How do I give it to him?
Wait, how did you do it? Oh, I think you have to just leave them in your inventory maybe, and when you click on a fish, it'll take them out.
Oh, I hit him. I'm sorry, sir.
Please don't assault our visitor.
My bad. Oh, look, I got a fish.
A skyfish?
I got a skyfish.
Can you cook it up?
It looks
can
like
we,
Nemo.
Can we eat it? Where did the sand come from?
Can I free it into the... Oh, can I put it in the water? If I put it in the water, will it swim?
I think that it's a dead... I think he's a fisherman. I don't think it's still alive.
Oh, well, then what's the point?
I guess so we can have a food? Oh my gosh, Jenna. I found the googly eyes.
Did you?
This time they're on this cow.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, I just pressed tab to try to view your screen, and that doesn't work in this game.
Oh, that'd be great though.
A different game, I guess. Like this isn't normal. I don't think guys normally appear like this, but should we do what he says?
I say we listen to him. I trust him with my life.
Maybe that's what he means. That place, that one over there. If we build like a proper port, they'll stop by and visit.
Is that our mission for today?
My mission today was to get down and serious with automation, and I wanted to automate the creation of charcoal to keep this generator running. But I guess we can do this other thing as well.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt.
I agree.
We need to sort the chests because they're not sorted at all.
Oh, well, I know how you feel about that.
Dumped all of my inventory. And, well, you know how I feel about sorted chests. Not just, pressing middle mouse button. Oh, Jenna!
Yes.
No, never mind. That doesn't work. I thought if you pressed R, it would automatically sort the chest, but it doesn't. I've been trying to find ways to help you sort chests because it doesn't work.
It's impossible.
It doesn't work for you for some reason. You have so many saplings. And that diamond. I found the diamond, Jenna.
Is it in my special chest? Yes,
it's in your sapling chest. There you go. I told you. I don't remember if you remember. I don't know if you remember this. I promised I'd get you a diamond.
Oh, I remember that because I went and watched it.
So I think that the first thing I'll do is create an area to automatically create automatically charcoal weird. So we continue to power this stuff, and then I'll create an automatic stone cooker so we can get more mossy stone bricks, and then I'll build a port. And what are you going to do?
I wasn't expecting you to ask me that. I don't know yet.
Okay, I'll come up with some stuff for you to do. Once I get the automatic stone generator thing running, it'll be pretty easy, I think, for you to I'll show you how to use it, right?
Right.
And then you can manage the auto stone thing. Are my words making sense? Because they're not flowing the way I had hoped they would.
Well, it's been a long day for us. We already, we obeyed a master robot. We discovered a strange man in our world for no good reason.
I'm not really sure about this. Look, in the past when I've had random NPCs show up in my world, they've either declared me a chosen one or they've tried to kill me. Now, granted, I killed Iroth's brother, so that's why he hates me. But still, I don't think that that's a justifiable reason to want to destroy me forever and ever.
If you killed my brother, I would destroy you forever and ever.
If I killed your brother, I'd destroy myself.
I know you would.
That's right, I would. You know it. So that, in my mind, I thought that this would automatically put stone inside of this furnace, but it's not for some reason, and I don't understand why.
It's disappointing.
It should be extracting stone, but it's... Oh, no, yeah, it did. In one of them, not in the other. There we go. Sweet. So that'll automatically put stone in there. Now we just need charcoal, which I think we have some of here. I don't know how stuff ended up in this little chest here. I don't even know what this little chest here is. Now, Jenna, last time we made jokes about watching The Incredibles and Jurassic World 2.
Yes.
But now we've actually done those things.
We have. We saw them both. And
I thought it would be good for us if we maybe discuss those movies and our thoughts on them.
Okay, we can do that.
So which one do you want to start with? Because people they admire our opinion and they think very highly of us.
Yeah, everyone wants to know what we think. We know.
Exactly.
Let's save the best for last. Let's just start with Jurassic World.
Jurassic World I have problems with. All right,
go ahead.
So me and you went and saw Jurassic World.
Yes.
And we left. And I remember we were in the car and I was like, I liked that. That was pretty good. And then I started thinking about it, which you should never do with a movie you like. You should just let that lie.
Yeah.
But I began to realize that, and I don't know how you feel about this film, but I'm pretty sure it's hot garbage.
Yeah.
but maybe that's okay. Because I went back and I saw it. Well, I saw it again with my nieces, and it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
The plot is terrible. It makes no sense. But it was really fun. You know what I mean?
That's what you really want from your films in the long run.
What, that they be fun.
Yeah.
I'm buying some fish, by the way, off of Why It Happened over here.
Okay.
It was fun. There was no point in the movie where I felt like it dragged. There was no scenes that came up where I was like, oh no, this scene again. It was just consistently a fun time throughout the whole thing.
Right.
And I think if you're just looking for a fun movie, this movie definitely fits the bill.
I appreciate their use of animatronics. I think that bringing that back was a very good call. You could tell when they were interacting with the dinosaurs. It felt more organic. But plot-wise, I mean, it's not going to use all your brain power. Let's just say that.
Wow. Oh, I bought some of these skyfish off the guy, and I can't cook them. I can just eat them raw. I'm confused. Why is he selling these? What's the point?
Useless.
We could just... what we need to do is if we give him do you think if we give him a furnace, he'll cook them up for us?
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not. I don't know how complex this guy's... Is he an AI? Is this a real player? Are we on a server? Is this Duordna? He's always asking if he can be on our server.
This is totally... Oh my gosh. If it was actually Duordna, I think I would faint. I would just be like, how did you get here?
What's going on?
Scary.
Why are you an old man?
Why are you an old man with no eyes?
Doesn't make any sense.
I feel
None
like
of
we
this is
talk
checking
about
out.
Duordna a lot in these streams. He's like the guest star that never actually shows up.
He's really prevalent on the Discord. So I think everyone kind of knows who he is and what he's all about.
Right.
So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, he's like he's the father of the Discord because he is
the
Disco
father
Dad.
of the bride. I thought that's where you're going to go with that.
I
for some
love
reason.
the father of the bride. Best
it's
movie.
Fantastic,
10 out
isn't
of 10.
Would watch again.
Would watch again.
I lost our
Jurassic World.
Okay, so problems I have with Jurassic World. First off, Jenna, who are the bad guys in Jurassic World?
The humans.
Right, but the first group of bad guys you're introduced to,
the government.
who are they? Exactly. What did they do that was... I like how you just knew where I was going with that.
Yeah, well, I figured.
It's okay, so they make this call in this movie, right, where they want the government to get involved and go rescue the dinos.
Right.
And the government decides that they're not going to waste taxpayer money.
Who are we to play God?
Well, they say, like, it's not our responsibility to go save these dinosaurs that were created by a private company. It's bad policy for us to spend taxpayer money doing this, which is true.
Right.
It definitely is. They shouldn't be doing that. Good call on them. But then they're portrayed as the bad guys for caring about taxpayer money.
I love caring about taxpayer money.
As a punny who pays taxes, as do I. And then the guy who broke the news says, this is an act of God. So immediately the bad guy is a person who believes in God and who is also of the opinion that you shouldn't waste taxpayer money. Which
I feel very targeted.
A little bit suspicious, but okay. So at one point in the movie, what's the girl's name? Claire?
Claire.
Opie's daughter in real life. Opie's daughter IRL. She calls a congresswoman and tries to convince the congresswoman that she needs to be on her side. And the argument that she uses is, do you have kids? Don't you want your kids to live in a world with dinosaurs? But that's not a good reason to make...
That's a terrible argument.
That's a terrible argument. That's a terrible way to make your policy. Just because... do you love your kids? Don't you want your kids to have all the free ice cream they want? Just force people to give ice cream away for free.
Communism.
That's basically the argument that's being... Yeah, basically. If you love your kids, you'll do this thing that might not be a good idea.
It doesn't make sense in the fact of common sense, whereas, dinosaurs can eat your children.
Yes.
So get rid of the dinosaurs, and no one will eat your children.
Exactly. So... Look, I just didn't understand. I didn't like the fact that they tried to appeal to the government by using so representatives, right? They're sent to Washington. I had to think about it for a second because that's how insignificant it is. They're sent there to represent the people and look after the people's best interest. So if you're specifically trying to convince them to do something personal, like on a personal level, like that was a personal investment. It had nothing to do with that senator's or congresswoman's constituents. She was like, your kids, you specifically. As if our representatives are royalty who get to just do things on a whim. They're not. So that was my first problem with the movie. Next problem, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a bad guy in this movie who turns to a bad guy just on a dime and just becomes a completely different character.
I love Jenny's take on it.
Characters. It doesn't make any sense. He's a goofy guy, and then just suddenly he's not. And he's a murderer. Spoilers, I guess.
Wow.
It's just out of nowhere.
Everyone.
And then also, another problem with him. We're going to keep going because I have many problems with this guy. Next problem. So he turns into the bad guy. And his big bad guy plan is to secretly do something that he's trying to keep secret from his boss. So he does it in his boss's basement.
Yeah.
Right? So let's say, Jenna, you're having a party. And you don't want your parents to know about it.
Always.
So what you do is you just have it in your parents' garage, and they're, 3 rooms over from there?
Uh-huh.
Is this a smart idea?
I'm just really distracted by the fact that our ducks have heads made out of bushes. But,
Sorry? I'm sorry?
The ducks have heads made out of bushes.
I'm on my way. This wasn't a good movie, and that's all I have to say. Oh, but you know what? I did take my nieces.
Oh, right.
And how do you reckon what the Shrek is going on with these things?
And the chickens have no eyes. Oh, no, they're on the side of the head. Scratch. But
I think these are the kind that will... They'll drop items?
They're wood and bush ducks.
That's fantastic. That's what I've always wanted out of my wildlife.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, no. I like the part where he's like... mild spoiler. He's like, well, I shouldn't say it. Well,
no, go ahead.
He's
it's fine.
Like,
it's been out for a while.
Pick up the phone and call the police and turn yourself in as I lay an invalid in this bed with no power. And
I want you to tell the police about your crime.
He goes to pick the pillow up. I like how the phone's laying on its own little pillow.
I put the phone on the phone pillow where it rests. It charges wirelessly through the pillow.
Pick it up and call the police on yourself.
Yes. A great scene.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't at all, but also... No, that's it. It just doesn't make sense.
But that's it.
But that's it. That's all there is to it. It just doesn't make sense. It's dumb. It's a dumb movie.
It's a dumb film.
It's a really dumb movie, but I enjoyed all of it. So...
Yes.
Strongly recommended. Oh, Shrek, Jenna, do you know what I just did?
Huh.
I skipped ahead automatically creating charcoal and went straight to automatically creating stone. I've been real distracted. It's a fun movie, though. So how do you reckon oh man, look at all this dust I already had. I'm such an idiot. How do you reckon my nieces handled this film? Because I took them and they were, let me see if I can remember their ages. Maybe 7, 10, and 13, I think.
Right.
And then I also brought my nephew. Now, when we left that movie, I remember you said you wouldn't take your nephew to something like that, right? And I said, no. And then I thought for a bit. And I was like, actually, no, I probably would. He'd be fine with it. So my 5-year-old nephew was 100% fine with it.
Right.
He had no issues with anything that happened in the film. He was totally chill. Loved every second of it. His 13-year-old sister was leaning over him the whole time asking if he was scared because clearly she was.
Yes.
Jake was terrified. She, I think, was the ideal reactionary person to it. If you make a movie, you have in your head, oh, this is how people are going to respond to it. And if that's what you're thinking, Jaylee was, the picture of that. She was definitely responding to certain situations the way that I'm assuming the filmmakers wanted to. She was, when people were making dumb decisions, she was getting all out of breath, telling them to stop and freaking out. I had Jaron, of course, who was just enamored with the film. He sat there with his mouth slightly open, shoving popcorn in, and just watching the whole thing unfold. And at the end of it, he ran out of the theater going, "Rah! Look, Reese, I'm blue! Rah!" So he loved it, and that was good. My niece, Yoshi, she is 10, maybe, I think. She just looked uninterested the whole time.
Right.
Through the whole movie. She just sat there sort of with this blasé expression, as though she didn't really care what was going on. And I have reason to believe that she didn't really care what was going on.
Shocking.
She wasn't that invested. And then my youngest niece fell asleep at one point. She's about 7 or 8. She just fell asleep. She woke up at the end. And during the really intense scenes toward the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil it again, but still, during the really intense scenes, she at one point took my arm and was playing with my watch, which I thought she was just bored. But then she kind of stopped.
What a baller move.
She stopped playing with my watch and just sort of held my hand to her chest.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay, I see what this is. Did you give me that?
What?
Did you give me that?
It
was actually, do you know what scene it was?
What?
It was during the scene where the little girl, this is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. The little girl is standing next to that cage and the hand reaches out to grab at the back of her.
I was like thwacking you like, no, no, no.
You were freaking out. It was like the scene in Avengers when you like reached over and you like seized hold of my hand temporarily.
Yes.
Like you just lost control of your body. You were going crazy.
I was going nuts.
And before all the young nerds get like, oh, Reese held the girl's hand. I didn't. She held on to mine. The top of it as well. It was a painful experience.
Yeah, it wasn't like a nice gesture. It was like squeeze until
it wasn't
the
like
blood
a
is
friend.
gone.
Yeah, it was like that. She was losing her mind. And that was a similar reaction, but not quite as dramatic, but definitely similar reaction during this scene in the movie. And that's when Jocelyn was just like, I'm going to hold your hand to my body.
Yes.
And whatever. That was fine. After that, they all seemed fine. I don't think they had any nightmares. I think they all recovered fine. Kids these days are way different than kids were when I was young. Yeah,
that's true. I definitely would have had nightmares after a movie like that.
Yeah, when I was their age, I wouldn't have handled something like that very well. But
I think kids are just like they don't care anymore. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
That's just the nature of things now, I guess.
It's like in Monsters, Inc., where it's like Mr. Waternoose is like...
Professor Dumbledore.
Like, kids just aren't getting scared anymore. And then they like show the commercial of like the robot kid and his face like falls in the cereal. Why do I remember this movie way too well?
That's a really good movie. I don't blame you for remembering it.
It's so good. You know what I want to watch, though?
What's that?
I really want to watch Ratatouille again because, okay, hear me out. I was in the kitchen and I've been trying to think of ways to
You saw a rat?
Yes, of course. No, I was trying to think of ways to make eggs taste better because I'm trying to eat more eggs, but they're just nasty. So I was chopping up some bell pepper and tomatoes to put in it, and it was like going really well. I had my big knife out. I was just chopping away.
Oh, gosh.
And I was
I've seen you with the knife before. It's not... I mean, it's
okay,
intimidating.
that was a different scenario.